what a surprise to find on the flip side of Among My Souvenirs, God Bless America, and what an even greater surprise to find it to be a top 40 hit.
I was always very patriotic.
Mm-hmm.
I did a lot of patriotic songs, like Born Free, and so many songs in my 1,300 song catalog that are patriotic. I always felt that way, and I felt that Kate Smith, although she had a beautiful voice, it was dated, and I felt that was a song that I wanted the young kids in America to hear, and not have it be because they don't know Kate Smith. But now I want to present the song to the young kids in the United States and give them a feeling of patriotism, and I knew that was a hit.
Well, it certainly worked, and you followed that up with...
And another thing too, Jerry, excuse me, I don't mean to interrupt you, but these thoughts are coming, and
right.
I should be in the bathtub now, but it's so interesting to me to talk about these things, and I usually don't. But what was I saying about... Irving Berlin had a stroke.
Mm-hmm.
He called my manager and said, if that teeny bopper louses up My Beautiful God Bless America the way she loused up poor Harry Ruby's Who's Sorry Now, I'm going to have a stroke. He said, I don't want that teeny bopper. So George says, please, Irving, you'll be the first to hear it. He said, it belongs to the Boy Scouts of America. He said, so the Boy Scouts of America will make a lot of guilt. He said, guilt you should feel for having a louse my song up with that stupid as Cupid crap like that. So when the record came out, my manager sent it directly to Irving Berlin's desk, and he said, she did it just the way I thought she'd do it. It stinks. It's worse than that. I can't even say it. I couldn't even say what he said. So then when it got to top 10 in Variety, that was the only one of the trades that it got to top 10,
mm-hmm.
He calls up my manager and he says, George, do you think maybe she could do it on the Perry Como show?
As a show closer, it would have been perfect.
Well, that's why Perry Como wouldn't let me do it. I wanted to do God Bless America in the worst way because of the patriotism involved with the young people, and I knew that the Perry Como show could make that song a hit overnight because that's what it did with Mama. But Perry wouldn't let me do it because he said it's a show closer, Connie. So you're going to have to pick another song. Why don't you do that Italian song? That's a great idea. I said, on American TV? I said, the kids on American Bandstand will laugh me off, Perry. So he said, but this is not American Bandstand. This is Middle America, and the Italians are the biggest single ethnic group out there. Do that song. Do one of your songs from the Italian album. And so I did. And Perry, as a result of Perry Como wouldn't let me do God Bless America, Mama became such a hit.
Tended originally to be the side for the kids, or maybe it was just thrown in, I'm not sure, but was the flip of Mama, a song called Teddy.
Well, Teddy was written by Paul Anka, and Paul had been asking me for a long time to record one of his songs, and so I did. I wasn't particularly fond of the song, but it was like Frankie, it was like the same kind of song.
Another person's name, too.
Another person's name. And I liked the idea, and because Paul wrote it, there would be that kind of attention if we needed it.
The follow-up to Everybody's Somebody's Fool and Jealous of You was another combination of a country song with an ethnic song, being My Heart Has a Mind of Its Own and Malagueña. What do you remember about those?
I wanted Malagueña to do for my Spanish album what Mama did for the Italian album, but I never got a chance to do it on TV. I forgot all about it, okay? That's what I made the mistake of not doing something from it on TV.
Mm-hmm.
But the Spanish buying public wasn't nearly what it is today.
What about My Heart Has a Mind of Its Own?
Howie called me and he said, as a follow-up, he said, you told me you wanted another country song. He said, it's called My Heart Has a Mind of Its Own. I said, it's a hit title. I said, send it to me, overnight mail.
Presto, back-to-back number one.
There was no question. It was a Howie Greenfield lyric. He liked it. If he gave me a song that he liked, and when Howie used to write songs like The Hungry Years, he would call me up on the phone and read me every 4 bars. And it was a great experience, to listen to such great music being written. He was a wonderful writer. I feel so bad that he passed away.
Yeah. You managed to put together 3 in a row, because I would have to say Many Tears Ago was from the same bag.
Yeah, but it was a little more of, it wasn't as country. It should have been more country, but I think it would have been more successful had it been more country.
And again, an ethnic flip side, Senze Mama.
Right, because that was a song that the distributors were getting a lot of requests for because of the second Italian album.
We're at a point where we're about to change to something entirely different here, music-wise, because we're going to get into Where the Boys Are and all of that. This would be a good point to break.
Right, I forgot all about it.